so it's just a time to meet Nora. I don't think that all of the Noras have this problem, but this Nora specifically has some serious social issues, and you got to believe me because I'm going to show you what's happening here. So if you're new here, you probably don't know that I decided to rebuild the whole Glimmerbrook and turn it into a fairy world. And so far, we've done the Mushroom Land, the Fairies Town, the Woodland, which belongs to satyrs or satyrs, which I haven't learned the correct pronunciation since then. And today we're going to create a house for Nora. You're probably asking who the hell is Nora, but if you just give me 1 second, I'll explain everything to you. Okay guys, so this is Nora. She is a bookworm fairy. I mean, I created so many fairies for this specific playlist, but this fairy is kind of different. She is apparently the loneliest fairy in Glimmerbrook, and the reason for that is kind of obvious. So even though she is a bookworm and she is a genius, she is clumsy and socially awkward. So that is the reason she doesn't have any friends. I mean, at least yet. So this is a fairy that doesn't really enjoy having social activities or going out with friends or having friends over. And even though she doesn't enjoy having social activities, I thought it would be so mean to not give her at least a pet. Okay, so I mean, this house is already so amazing, even though I haven't done anything beside landscaping. And you know, the landscaping was actually a whole story itself. So as you can see, I spent a lot of time creating this landscape, but I am extremely satisfied with the result. And my favorite spot in this house is this huge tree, which I turned into a whole library. So since she was a bookworm fairy, I really thought that it would be awesome to turn every corner of this house into a library, or at least a space to study. And I was just so amazed by the fact that I did it like in just a few hours. And you know, just the idea of having these little libraries from the Booknotes inside these trees just came to my mind so randomly, but I absolutely love it. I mean, I think this is the most creative thing I've ever built in The Sims 4. But anyway, we still have a whole shell and interior to furnish. So basically, she lives in the Footnotes Folly, and I mean, I know, it's just quite nonsense, but I love it. I really wanted to have a fairy, like, different than other fairies that I already have in my game. So the concept for this house was a house covered in greenery and moss and, you know, quite far away from the fairies' valley or mushroom land or even the woodland. So I was really considering to have this whole big lot for our cute little Nora who doesn't really care about socializing. One thing I really like about Nora is that she likes books. I mean, I personally love books, and I was considered as a bookworm when I was a teenager or even younger than that. Is it too weird? Wait, what if we add trims? Okay, I think I like it better now. I can never get tired of these windows from Realm of Magic. And also, this stained glass window from Cottage Living is really cool, and I absolutely love all of these swatches. Maybe we could have this be over there. I really wish we could size them up, but when you size them up, it works. And I forgot to tell you, but you've probably noticed it. Her color is yellow, and that is the reason why I chose this B1. Okay, I think that the door is quite more important than the windows, so let's just go ahead and choose a door for this house. This door is really good. It's kind of given Hobbit, and that is the vibe I'm looking for, actually. But I really think that this one, although it's kind of more simple, it's really much better. Okay, but I really think that this windows with the shutters are kind of more simple, more pretty, more... I know that this house is already lush looking. And also, you can already see all of the Nora's books scattered or just hidden beside bushes or flowers. But still, I'm going to make this house look more lush and more cluttered up. I think we're getting close to what Nora would call a home. A place which I don't hate either. I'm just trying to make both of us happy, right? And I also have this little outdoor light, which is obviously a CC, but I really love it and I think it really enhances that fairy core vibe that I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to my house. I'm also gonna add some of these lights on the windows to have some extra magical vibes. Oh my goodness, this is just so pretty. This is a screaming magic, and that is actually what I was looking for. And also in the night mode, it's just even more cozy and magical. I tried a lot of different lights, but they weren't good, so let's just go back to our old Touch of a Starlight wall lights. By the way, guys, do you usually read books or not? Just write me in the comments if you do, because I really want to know how many of you are actually into reading, because I personally love reading. I really grew up reading books before bedtime and, having a lot of bedtime stories and stuff like that. So reading books before bed is really nostalgic to me. So now let's go ahead and start furnishing this house. I'm thinking that we can have our kitchen and our dining area just here. And maybe I can just include a small bathroom over here. The rest of this area is just gonna be her living room and lounge area, and the second floor is gonna be her big bedroom and library, which are just gonna be open concept. So for the flooring, I'm definitely going to stick to wood. And I'm just thinking between this one from Horse Ranch and the previous one, which was from the vampires. So now that I have my counter and my cauldron and probably my stove, later, I'm just going to start off having open shelves for extra clutter. I'm going to literally overuse all of these items from the debug. I'm also going to add some of these potions in different colors. And for the dining area, because she is living on her own and she doesn't really have some friends to regularly come over, I just want to give her a small little table with one little lonely chair. And we're just going to fill this space up using libraries. I also have this little lights, which are called Simcredible Hot Wind Ceiling Lamp. For the living room, I really wanted to have a very cozy kind of vibe. Like, maybe I can use this one. It's not too bad and it's just not perfect. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna also have one of these love seats, which looks totally uncomfortable. She's a fairy, she can kind of handle it. I will not forget a good rocking chair in this house. Can we at least have some cushions on these love seats? And now I'm just going to fill up this space using this small libraries from the Book Nook kit. Now that our living room is kind of complete, I just want to go ahead and clutter this space up crazily with books. I think that we're done with the living room, and as you can see, I tried to do my best to, just to fill up the space with clutter and especially books. And it's also Riddle, which is like licking herself on a dining table. So now we can just go ahead and start off designing the second floor. Okay, so for the second floor, I was thinking about having a small bathroom over here, which I did the basics. It's not really anything special. I want to have an open concept bedroom, and I want to combine it with space for her to do her studies. Maybe she wants to read books. And again, this room is also going to be cluttered up with books. I think I have to delete this window so that I can have my bed over here. Now I want something like a gallery wall just behind the bed. So I'm just going to start off with these photos from the realm of magic. Okay, so maybe some layout like this could be cool, but I'm also going to have these Touch of Starlight wall lights to enhance the beauty and enchantment. I really like these kind of suitcases because I think they really add some story and mysterious drama, so I really wanted to include them so that we can add some clutter around or on top of it. Now, what I'm gonna do for her dressing is to give her one of these trunks because, she is a fairy and She is a very scholar kind of fairy, so she doesn't really dress up, like she doesn't care about her outfit that much. I thought that giving her fancy dressers would not be a very good option. I want to have a big library, and I think that I have to delete this window for that. So I gave her this desk from the Werewolves pack and also this chair from the Realm of Magic pack. I really tried my best to make this house look as fairy-like and academic as possible. So we have stacks of books everywhere, a desk where she can study, and also a big library for her endless books. And her cozy little bed with all of these lights, which is turning it so beautiful. Okay guys, so our fairy house is complete. I am absolutely obsessed with everything in this house, exterior and the interior. I really want to know about your views on this build, so don't forget to leave a comment down below and also subscribe to my channel for more tips for content. See you soon!